Well, folks, I'm out here at beautiful, I don't even know what name of this park is.
You got me on camera?
No, it's facing that way.
Okay. You sure? Let me see. Okay.
So I'm here out at this beautiful park that I have no idea what the name of it is in
This is
Jacksonville
in
and
Riverside.
in Riverside.
You could probably say it's Riverside Park, maybe.
Okay. So, guys, you know me, Micah Barnes, author of the upcoming book Who Stole My Future. I'm here with a parent. I'm here with Tiffany. Tiffany has her son at the park, and everybody's just having a good time. But I wanted to get insight from her as to how she keeps a vigilant eye on her son and how she makes sure he's safe. You guys listen up. We're going to give you some good tips, and maybe some of you guys can use these as to maybe if you're in a similar circumstance, you're out at the park just watching the kids. Here's a couple of things of how you can stay safe. I'm not going to get her on camera, I promise. So, but Tiffany, how do you make sure that your son is safe?
I pretty much just tell him what to do. I watch him, of course, and I basically give him a prep talk before we leave the house or when we get out the car, and I tell him, or on the way to the park, just tell him, what not to do, what to look out for, and before we leave the car or as we walk into the entrance of the park, I just ask him to kind of recap to me what the conversation was about, so that I know that he was listening, and that's it.
Okay. Now, give us, I guess, maybe one or two things that you share with him.
He is not to leave and go anywhere with anybody. I think that's typical. I think most parents do that. They just tell it. I just let my son know not to go anywhere with anybody, and I've always taught my son to be very observant, to watch his surroundings and to watch people, because you don't know what people are up to or what somebody's motives are. So I just taught my son to be very observant and always watch his surroundings, even if he's playing and things like that.
Okay. Now I realize this was a very unusual encounter. Just some random guy coming up to you, asking you questions and wanting to not put you on camera. How well, or do you tell him anything about playing with other kids?
Yeah, I tell him about playing with other kids. I just tell him to respect, give respect, and just to be nice, I guess, to be nice and to be friendly. As far as playing with other kids, I don't play when it comes to fighting. I always let my son know that I don't like the play fighting and the hand hitting and things, because that can get out of hand, and that can turn into an unsafe situation, because if he has an encounter with another child and they're hitting, you don't know what kind of parents they may have, and their parents may not be very communicating type people, and they may resort to being hostile or anything like that. So I always tell my son not to get physical or let children get physical with him, and don't engage in that.
Okay. Now, how do you think he'll take these lessons these nuggets that you give him now, and use them as he gets older and maybe has children of his own?
I think he uses it pretty well. Sometimes he has to be reminded, because he's in the midst of playing, and he gets caught up in that. I think that's natural, but I think he'll do good as far as raising his own children and teaching his children the same thing, because I just don't tell him things. I get on the internet, and just like you're doing, making a video right now. I show him things where, like, the teenagers who get kidnapped, and children who are, who get kidnapped, and children who end up, getting hurt in unfortunate circumstances and things like that. And I show him that, and sometimes he's blown away by it. I would say probably more so than none. He's blown away by it, and he's always in a state of, I would say most of the time, in a state of disbelief that, these things can happen. But I also let him know not only can you get hurt or caught up in the circumstances, you know, adults too, I can too, you know.
Absolutely.
So I tell him, I'm like, you know, when I talk to him, I don't tell him like, hey, you know, I'm just telling you this because I don't want you to have fun, or I want to have, you know, have this, you know, ultimate control over you. It's to keep you safe. And I told him I have to do these same things as well, because I can be kidnapped and I'm an adult.
Right.
You know, so I would tell him that too. You know, I said adults are kidnapped every day.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And it's and that word is a little funny, because it's not just kids. I mean,
Yeah,
anybody
it's
at any age,
napped.
just napped, adult napped. I got mama napped. I got daddy napped.
Yeah, I mean, we're laughing, but it's not funny.
Right.
But we're laughing at the, you know, the whole thing. But
word.
it's you know, so you have to be more safer. You know, I'm older. I mean, I came up in the 80s and the 90s, and I mean, you had to be safe then, but it seemed like each generation is just getting more extreme. Each generation is really scary. You have to really teach your children to be careful, you know, on everything, you know, on everything. And it's so funny that you walked up and asked me that, because I'm surprising him with his cell phone Friday. But he's but I'm getting there's a amp that you can get on the phone to you can limit the children, limit the time, and it also alerts you the kind of conversations they're having and what they're watching and everything like that, and you can block it at a certain time. So so I'm getting him a cell phone Friday, and I'm getting the safety.
As a matter of fact, about a couple weeks ago, I was doing some research online, and I saw an app. It might even be the same app. Where it can detect the messages that you're using, and be able to tell if you're a subject of, or if your son is a subject of bullying or any kind of.
Okay, it can like kind of pick up on keywords. To kind of indicate if this is possibly a bullying situation. Yeah, that's awesome. That's definitely what they should have. But this is I can show you the picture. I took a picture of it. I screenshot it, but this is the website here.
Okay. Not to show your face.
Yeah, not my feet either.
Okay.
Not nothing.
I'll let you take it. I'll let you take it.
I'm having listen, I work a lot, and this is my last week of work. I start nursing school Monday.
What's up, man?
What's up?
See, your mom didn't want to be on camera, but you don't have a problem with it.
No, he doesn't care.
Because I'm blue. And you red.
And you red? What's your name?
Oh, he comes blue.
Blue? Mike.
I think it's Mike.
Yeah, same here. So, Micah, Blue, his mom Tiffany. We're gonna sign out, and you guys look for us on this presentation. Hopefully you guys learn some really good tips, because Tiffany's, I think, is in a really good place, and making sure Blue is safe. So you guys take some lessons from her. Bye.